In this video, I'm going to go over Bullperks, a IDO launchpad that I think is going to do fairly well, and I've seen it have a track record of really strong IDOs. So I came across this while doing one of my research methods, but I've also already known of Bullperks for a while, but I just didn't fully trust it at the time. So you can see here they're launching Sin City. This is one that it says join deal, so I'm not sure about that. But what Bullperks says is that they do VC deals, IDO deals, seed deals, etc. Now, you just have to realize that sometimes people are going to market stuff to you that isn't truly true. In my opinion, this is not a VC deal. Like, if we look at this, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here because I don't want you to fall to these traps that people like to just throw at you. They're like, hey, this is a venture capitalist part deal. And guess what? 3-month cliff, 25% each quarter for 1 year, except the token price is the exact same as other IDO launchpads, except those launchpads give you 100% unlock. So to me, that's a little bit shady. It looks like all this is a bad deal for you in the sense that they market it as a VC deal, which your brain thinks, oh, this is a better token price because it's vesting. But the reality is IDOs can have vesting. I probably need to do a separate video on this, but when I think of VC, I think of a deal that is cheaper than the IDO price. To me, that's all that should matter, not the actual name of this. So please don't fall for that. I hope that makes sense. But I quickly want to go over their past track record with Bullperks. And actually, even though in my opinion they have some really funky marketing and they make things very confusing, the reality is they actually launched some very solid projects. You can see Cryo Wars here. Cryo Wars is a really big one. This one did 20x. Sin City I'm not aware of. I'm actually not aware of all three of these, but I would imagine that they all did very well. I didn't do the research on that. Crypto Blades did very well. Did like 20x high. Flourishing Capital, I forgot what it did, but I think it was something like 10x. This is a game which right now you should ape into any game that comes your way. Cryptia also is a game, ape into anything that comes your way. Hustle, I believe, did 10x. I already forgot. I was in this IDO, but not on Bullperks. High Street, I'm not aware of. Strong Note, I'm not aware of. Gem Guardians did a high of 50x. It's currently sitting at, I believe, 20x. Apricot Finance, unsure of. Moni did very well. Blocktopia, as you guys know, did over 100x. Why don't we check? Step Hero did well. It's a game. Unreal Finance, don't know of this one. Poker, Alex Becker talks about a lot. It's done super well. Flurry Finance, unaware of. But if you look, right, 1 in June, 1 in July. Don't know what this is. 2 in August, 3 in August, 4 in August. So they did 4 in August, and then in September they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is amazing, right? That's killer. And as of October, they're still, in my opinion, they're still killing it. 4 in October, like, to me, this is momentum of launching different IDOs, and so I really like that. Blocktopia did super well, and I don't really understand why they have so like weird vesting periods. I'm actually very confused about that. That's actually worse than what I got. So I find that just really odd, the vesting. Anyway, so to go over this, I asked quite a lot in the Telegram, and the mods were, in my opinion, not so great at answering, but I still found out what I think. And I just want to share that with you guys so that you're aware. You can see here that Blockchain Monster Hunt, which I believe it's sitting at 20x. I could be wrong, but it is sitting around there. I believe that this is the amount of your allocation, and I believe that this is the total allocation, because if you do, 104 divided by 6. It comes out to an even number. So I can only imagine that maybe 4,000 people got in at a $26 thing. Again, I don't know. I kept trying to ask the mods in the chat and they kept giving me some very funky answers and they wouldn't answer it. And I find that very annoying. And that's actually the reason why I did not join this. I was very strongly wanting to join this, but and I believe that you can make money. It's just my personal way of how I do crypto is if I see some red flags, like I just don't get in. Trustpad is an example of one. It did very well in September and my red flags were still going off and I was like, I'm bailing. So I took my profits and I left. And you know, like I see their IDOs right now that they're launching and I personally don't like any of them. And I'm not seeing the games launch on Trustpad anymore. So it's almost like affirmation to me that I don't want to be in that. And while you could probably make more profits still, like I personally don't want to be in it. But I could be very wrong on this because it's from what I've asked and they were just being very funky about it. I would imagine that this tier is better because you're going to get a $715 allocation, which I don't think necessarily is true because when you look at the amount of what they're allowed to contribute, 1.3 million. Oh, you know what? That might be right. So 1.3 million. Oh no, wait, is that B? So it looks like it's 1.3 million blockchain monster hunt, which is 65,000 BUSD. So that makes me even more confused what this nonsense is. Like, this is the most confusing, like, they like intentionally try to confuse you because again, this is VC round, except it's exact same price as the IDO price of a whole bunch of other launchpads. So I think they're trying to be all cool about this, but they're, you know, just trying to overcomplicate things. But to go over basically what you need to do, you need to have 1,500 BLP, which is I believe 50 cents right now, which is $750. But this is a lotto system. Everything from Titan all the way to copper is lotto. Only Platinum Bull is a non-lotto, which means you gotta have 125,000 US dollars into this to be able to get platinum. Now, oh, you know what I just realized? This is probably saying that your allocation is 104,000 tokens at a 5% price. So they get a total of $5,200 and there's only going to be 200 spots because you get $26. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. They made this super confusing, but I see this now. So Blockchain Monster Hunt, the bronze tier gets allocated a total of 104,000 Blockchain Monster Hunts. The ticket size, meaning the winning size, is $26, and there's going to be 200 total. So this one, the silver tier is going to be $13,000 allocated, and the amount of winners is going to be 19 winners. So out of this, it's saying that if you're a silver tier, there's only 19 spots for this bigger USD amount, which kind of sounds really lame to me. And I believe, I'm going to guess that if you're gold, you can earn the lower tier allocations as well. If you miss this, I'm guessing you would go to this. Again, very confusing thing. They do have staking. It's good to note. Personally, I've heard of Bullperks for a while, and I do think it is something that potentially could be a good launch pad. You need to do your own research. I personally am out of this just because of the mods being very confusing and not answering questions, and also the shady marketing that I'm seeing, which is this VC stuff. Like, why say that you have a VC round when it's truly just an IDO round with more vesting? So it's worse than an IDO. I hope this makes sense, but either way, like, I'm liking the track record that they have of strong IDOs, a good mix of gaming, which right now, like, every gaming IDO I see is 10x. And then you just have to be aware that unfortunately there is heavy vesting and it's a lotto system, which means it's not guaranteed. So please subscribe to the channel if you want to hear about IDO launchpads is what I focus on heavily. I research it a lot. I don't post all of them because some of them to me are like actual really bad projects and I don't even want awareness to it. Versus something like BullStarter, Bullperks, like I actually think it's a good IDO launchpad. It's just there's too much shadiness for me where I don't like it. But there is some very good track record that I'm seeing. So I hope this really helps. Thanks guys for watching.